Wow,
got
you've
it.
like badly explained your profession before. I sell wood and good screws to men.
There you
so.
go. There you go.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Nice.
You wouldn't think Home Depot right away.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jake,
I'm Steven.
and we're two blockheads. And again, joining us in the chair, we have Jared in the chair, but we have a pretty special surprise.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Joining us also is Jeremy's mother,
Yeah.
Miss Ray. Yeah.
This is a little awkward for me because
Yeah, I think some apologies are in order.
there's
Face to
some
face.
definite times where I've said some things that I probably shouldn't have, and now she's sitting right across from me. I notice I'm not making eye contact.
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, Jeremy called me one day. I was driving somewhere, and we were just talking something about this. And I hear definitely not Jeremy go, let me be on there. And I was like, so yeah, I heard you guys are saying some stuff about me. I was like, oh, it was him.
I
It was this
may
guy.
have
That
heard a
was not
mom
me.
joke or two.
Yeah.
It's cool. I can dish it out, but I can still take it. So we're
Beautiful.
good.
Beautiful. You're in good company then. Awesome.
That's good.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's just like when people try to make your mom jokes about my mom.
Oh yeah, then they feel like total.
Jerks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I did your mom. I'm like, how was it sticking your in a urn?
Little ashy.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh yeah, it's really bad. I'm not a good
It's
person.
bad,
I'm
but
going right
hey,
to hell.
I mean that'll definitely make them feel like crap. So
There you go.
It's so good. All right. Anyway.
So I wanted to, since we're gonna know Jer, we don't know you much, Miss Ray.
Yeah.
I got a couple questions,
Okay.
Interview time.
and
Oh my gosh.
I want to write these down because
Did
potentially
you
I
just
can use
lick
these
the-
against.
Did you just touch the tip of the pen to your tongue?
Yeah, that's how you get it.
I know, but I
Oh,
haven't
I
seen
know.
anybody actually do that
That's
ever.
how you get it. What?
Wet.
That's what she said.
Yes.
Woo, all
Miss
right.
Ray.
I'm gonna
Starting
just-
off
I'm
strong,
Jerry,
guys.
your corner's gotten much better.
Yeah, it has. Maybe we
Immediately.
should
This is
replace
a
you.
substitution over here.
Yeah, we're gonna stand in.
Try out.
Yep, there we go.
Golly.
Oh man.
Okay, so you have two children, Jeremy.
I do.
And what's your daughter's name?
Tegan.
Tegan.
Yep.
So, 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay.
Name your favorite child. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, so I'm a terrible mom.
Okay, good.
When I'm with
start.
Jeremy and Tegan's not around, I tell him he's my favorite.
Yeah.
And when I'm with Tegan and he's not around, I tell her she's my favorite.
Oh, okay. So you lie
when
to your children.
Well, yeah, of course. When I die, they can fight over, well, mom said I was her favorite. No, mom said I was her favorite.
Oh, playing mind
Yeah.
games. I like
and then
that.
they're talking about me still, even after I'm gone.
My mom would say, I don't like either one of you.
I mean, I really don't, but
Oh.
I don't like either one of them. But
Really? Because
no, I
the
love
day
you
I
guys.
move out, there's gonna be
I'm
tears
gonna
flowing.
be so sad. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'd miss that
Yeah.
face too. Okay, so I know Jeremy played soccer and he's big into racing. So why didn't you get him involved in any real sports?
Oh, wow.
I
Wow.
tried. Okay, so in my defense, I was never a soccer player. I
Okay.
don't know the first thing about soccer. But so I tried to get him to play baseball because I played softball,
God.
right?
Oh, God.
Okay.
I watched him throw a ball one time and I was like, yeah, no, we're done.
Okay, weak
He was looking
noodle arm.
directly at me and he literally like threw the ball in the
Okay.
opposite
He sounds like little
direction.
Michael.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well,
So
yeah.
his mom's boyfriend has
Has
a
a
little
kid named Michael.
Oh.
who
sweet kid, but
very nice kid, but there was this one incident where I just can't. I played baseball. I
Right.
was good at baseball, and we're on the beach in Florida and we're playing little just toss the ball, hit it, And Michael has never played. I'm like, hey, come on, kid, like get in here, like let's. I know he's not going to be good, but I want to help.
Right.
And so I'm like, all right, grab the bat, go stand over there. And if you're the pitcher, right, you're straight across from
Yep.
me. If you're the pitcher, he grabs the bat
And
and
stands
like expectantly, like waiting. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I've never done it before. I'm like, yeah, but you've seen baseball played before, right? Like just.
like a movie or
But
something.
that's neither here nor there. So
That is
okay,
so
noodle
funny.
arm, noodle arm.
Anyway.
That's why
Right.
Jeremy
He hits
is
it
no,
like
no
a pool stick. He just like, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna stab it.
Stab it, yeah.
So this one is just not just for me, but it's for everybody that me and Jared work with.
Mm-hmm.
What is the most humiliating story that Jeremy would not want us or his coworkers to know?
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh gosh.
he's regretting this decision. Notice him just.
This was
pointing
his
at
idea,
eating.
by the way. To
Yeah,
play.
I
when
know.
when he was little, I don't know if he remembers this or not.
Why not?
When he was little, we lived out in Falcon, and we only lived in this house for like a year, but there was a little girl that he would play with down the street, and he wouldn't come home to go to the bathroom. And so he would like pee on the side of her house or in the sandbox.
I so would.
Or he would pee his pants and then he'd
Pete.
come home and be like, I had an accident. And I would just get so angry at him. But he was busy playing. He was having fun.
I was a lady killer at an early age.
Yep,
You know,
so-
he's the reason I have not eaten macaroni and cheese in 19 years.
Oh,
What
that's
did you
another
do?
good
Did you
story.
American Pie the mac and cheese?
No.
Oh,
when he was
no, dude.
when he was a year old, he threw up macaroni and cheese in my bed.
Oh.
And it smells just the same coming out as it does going in. I
Yeah.
have not eaten macaroni and cheese in 19 years.
Because that Kraft is all plastic.
Oh.
It
Kraft.
doesn't break down.
It's
No.
like it's like corn.
Right.
Uh,
But smellier.
Right.
That's hilarious. Okay, so I got peed on girls next door's house. That'll
There
be
you
good.
go.
That'll be good.
there you go.
Oh, I can't wait to spread that around. And then finally, when he told you that his new friend wanted him to come over to his cousin's basement to do some filming, how close are you to calling the authorities?
Well,
Very.
I mean, the older he gets, the less worried I am.
Yeah.
But I do have him on 360. So when he's here for a few hours, I'm like, what kind of shenanigans are going on over there?
Oh, yeah. Nothing really. Wish it was more exciting. It's mostly just rolling up cords.
Legit.
Teaching
No,
him valuable life skills.
Yeah.
There you
go.
go.
There you go.
There you go.
Okay. That's, yeah. Okay. Just now we all know each other.
Did I tell you what I said last episode?
I don't think you did.
We had like a 20-minute talk about Alexa.
Oh,
Yeah.
gave me-
Yeah.
they
He
gave
bared
me-
his soul to us.
They gave me advice.
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah.
I've tried. I don't know what to do in this situation. Like,
She is woman.
Yeah. Well,
and I'm crazy. I'm not going to lie.
he said that you
but-
basically gave kind of the same advice that we ended up giving. So
Okay. I just told him, I was like, I love Alexa to pieces, but if
Yeah.
like we were talking about them going to Miami,
Yep.
and I said, if she starts asking you, like, hey, how come you're not buying me anything? She's used the excuse to him, oh, that's girlfriend level stuff. So I
Oh.
told him he needs to be like, oh, you want me to buy you something? That's boyfriend level stuff.
Ooh. Yeah. Just
No, that's a boyfriend level upgrade. You gotta
Yeah.
just
DDT.
Randy
Yeah.
Orton her.
Yeah,
That's-
Randy Orton. Out of nowhere.
That purchase requires a title. lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
that's a
Say that ring
define
goes
the
both ways.
relationship.
That
Yeah.
ring
Right
goes
there.
both ways. Man.
Oh,
Nice.
I know.
So we can. Do I just want to cut to this?
Yeah.
I got impatient.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
I'm
ahead.
ready to go.
Go ahead.
It
I
is a
was
little
hungry.
soggy.
Go ahead, Robert.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Robert.
go, Robert.
Go ahead,
Robert.
Robert.
You've already
You've already been on the show.
Robert,
You're-
you're already
you're
on
good.
here, man.
Do it. You've got the Mario pants on. You could do it with a swiftness.
There you go.
There he is.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, go
Clearly,
ahead. Explain
this is
it.
In-N-Out. Some of the greatest burgers and fries that I've had. Now, I'm going to preface this, Steven. Have you ever had In-N-Out?
No, I never.
Okay, you're from Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to eat it and think it's average. You're going to eat the fries. You're going to think it's average. Southwest people know the hype and they believe it and they appreciate it. Midwest, everyone else think it's a good burger, but they don't think it's as good as the hype is.
So I asked you to sell. Off this. I told you to sell me this burger, and you
Yeah.
come out and say, "Nah, mediocre at best."
Oh no, it's
No,
great. This
it's
is
Fast
great.
food burger.
It is a fast food
It's
burger,
so good.
but it's got like a special. Hopefully, you guys aren't allergic to onions or anything.
What?
Oh god,
Because there are onions
so good. Obviously, they're a little lukewarm, so it is what it is.
in
But
it. And the bottom of the bun might be a little soggy because
Oh,
it's been
it's
chilling in the
so
wrapper for
good.
a little bit. But
I haven't had one of these things since California. Which
Really?
was 2014 for me.
oh,
Oh,
man,
wow.
That's how long it's been. And that was a special trip for me when I was out there because I was on a military base with a bunch of other dudes about my age. And
there you go.
yeah, that kind of wasn't very fun. So we had to find something to do to get us to get around that. And I was underage and I was not allowed to drink. And a lot of people are like, oh, he's just saying that because, he doesn't want to get in trouble. It's like, no, legitimately, when I was there, I was so afraid of getting in trouble for
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
That even the thought of drinking gave me anxiety.
Steven's digging it. He's getting
Yeah,
down
dude,
over
it's
there.
good.
I'm trying to compare it to familiar,
So like,
Territory.
it's almost like
But it's not familiar. It's not like anything you've ever had
So-
before.
the real onion is good.
Yes.
Well,
Like
so-
the
right?
actual onion,
Right.
that's dope.
literally the burgers, like McDonald's and Wendy's, they have the burgers pre-cooked and they just throw the patties on there
Yeah.
and melt it. Like these were literally cooked when I ordered them.
You
The
can taste
The
that.
fries were cut.
Yeah, they
I
cut.
do like the
they
fries. The
cut
fries
the
are so
fries
good.
Yeah.
in the store right in front of you. Like that's why
Okay,
they have
cool.
the big windows.
And
I
so
worked at a gig where we had to do that. It does
Yeah.
make for way better fries.
Oh yeah.
my favorite part is how small and simple their menu is,
Mm.
and then their biggest hype is like from the secret menu.
Mm-hmm.
Animal style fries is when they have cheese and the sauce on top of it. Animal style burgers, you get the sauce and
Isn't there like A Neapolitan
shake. There's a black and white shake. Like that's kind of where their fun little hype comes from. Is their secret menu.
Yeah.
And like it's so good.
It almost reminds me of like if Five Guys did like a McDonald's style.
Five Guys and Drifters combined. Drifters was basically.
Isn't it grass fed too and everything like that?
Yeah, like it's so good.
Yeah, because that's what Five Guys does too. Okay, all right, that's what it is. It's like Five Guys like banged Wendy's and McDonald's.
Yeah, it's the West Coast version.
At least it's a less expensive option from Five Guys.
Yeah,
right.
Menage a trois is a threesome, my guy.
That's what I said. Wendy's, McDonald's, and In-N-Out.
Okay, sorry. Like how I know that?
He's over there making out with his burger. He's not paying attention to what we're saying.
No, I'm military. I'm military.
Dude, is that already gone?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes.
Impressive.
You would be surprised. You can get 54 dudes in and out of a DFAC in 15 minutes.
There you go.
That sounds very sexual.
I
You
mean,
can
it
take
kinda
that
sounds-
right
it
out
kinda
of
sounds
context.
dirty.
Yeah, as he's eating.
DFAC dining facility. Come on.
Oh, my bad.
Those were just dumb civilians.
Bunch of civs.
Civilian plebs.
Just paying taxes so you can pay for all this stuff.
So you
Thank
can
you.
file out of the DFAC.
Hey, you don't understand how much I actually pay in taxes. Thank
No,
you
it's
very much.
true.
Maybe
It
now
all
you
comes-
do.
It all comes back.
Oh yeah, a third of that paycheck right away gone.
You got anything there, Jake?
Alrighty. So you're probably going to hear a lot about this. Hopefully, I'm alive by the end of this weekend.
Oh man.
I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. You're going to be watching this on Saturday, which is when the most of this storm is supposed to hit us.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's insane.
Conservative estimates are talking 1 to 2 feet of snow.
Yeah.
The other, like, more accurate
40 inches, 30.
Yeah,
feet,
they're
like,
talking up to 5 feet of snow here.
That's like most up by you guys too, right?
Yeah.
That's where
Whole
it's going to
Like
come
the
down the hardest.
Palmer Divide is, we always get hit harder at the Palmer Divide, and we're like a mile from there.
Oh, yeah,
so.
the gap, as they call it, which is the space between Monument and Castle Rock, is always one of the hardest
It's
hit
rock.
areas.
Jake
It
works
was
in
so
Denver,
bad.
by the way.
It was so
Yeah.
bad. My company is overnighting me a corporate card, and they're like, get a hotel.
No way.
Yeah, they're already saying like you're not coming home.
Oh,
I will
wow.
not. So hopefully it doesn't hit early as I'm driving up, because I've driven through almost every snowstorm here. I drove through both the bomb cyclones we had last year.
Oh.
I drove through all 3 of the major storms we've had this year. This was the first year I legitimately. So I keep a like really nice sleeping bag, like my really nice camping bag, my snow gear, a shovel, tow rope, extra food, all of that in the car. This is the first year I was stuck on I-25 for about 40 to 50 minutes, not moving, because the cars in front of me, as I was coming home, the cars in front of me heading up towards Monument Hill, there was at least 6 semis stuck, and they were diverting us through the construction, and then they got stuck in the construction. So I legitimately was sitting in my car. I might need that sleeping bag tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So-
yeah, and with if you're not familiar with the Denver to Colorado Springs trip, if there's like I-25 is shut down,
Oh my
it's
God.
not like in a city where you can just pull off and go over the next block. Like
No.
you're just sitting there
You're
until they fix
stuck.
it, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like there may be like one road that it gets and then there's like a 20-mile gap between the next other
Yeah,
road.
like if you got off on the Greenland exit, you could take
Yeah.
that all the way to 83. But by the time you get there, the I-25 might be open.
And it's not just
and the
that.
other road might have something.
Exactly.
It's,
Yeah.
And Greenland is dirt.
It is a dirt road.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
are
get
correct.
on a dirt road and you cut over
Right.
in a snowstorm. I highly doubt that road's going to be any better than the road you're already on.
Yeah, well,
Right.
it's been under construction for what, like a decade?
So
Yeah,
long.
one of the
So
sketchiest
long.
drives I've ever done was I decided to listen to Google that was routing me around all these slowdowns and stoppages on 83 during the last bomb cyclone we
Oh,
had
God.
last year. It took me onto these dirt roads, and it was me and 2 other cars. One of them was 4-wheel drive, the other one was front-wheel drive. And legitimately, it was like, if we stop, we're stuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
And luckily we made it
keep it
through.
moving.
But the car in front of me, it was like this Hyundai Accent or something right like that. He had to pull over and pop his hood because he was overheating his engine.
Because he's
Oh,
pushing so
trying
hard.
to get
Pushing
through
so
the
hard,
snow.
just trying to keep going. The tires were spinning.
my
Traction
gosh.
control shut off because apparently in my car, if I spin the tires enough, it'll shut down every driver assist it has. So I had no ABS, no traction control, no like spin control. I had
Lord.
nothing. I didn't even have power steering when I got out of
Be
this.
good practice
Oh
for
my
this
gosh.
weekend.
Right,
So,
right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, they've already
So-
canceled our.
Canceled
I
up.
was just gonna say you work Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Those are 12-hour days too.
Oh gosh. So just what time do you work Friday?
9 to 9.
Okay,
9
well,
p.m.
just-
to 9 a.m.
You just take an overnight bag with you.
Oh no, I'm already
Pack your
bringing
lunch.
3 days
And
worth
a
of
dinner
food,
and a
3
breakfast.
Yeah.
days worth of clothes.
There
Like
you
I
go.
said, my company has gotten me a hotel, but I still need to get up there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
I think you'll be all right getting up there.
I know they canceled our meeting on Saturday. Jeremy.
I've never seen that happen before.
No.
That's what Lacey was saying. She was like,
Yeah.
in the years I've worked here,
Never supposed
they've
to-
never canceled a meeting like before it was.
Yeah, it's
So-
like it's going to be bad.
What's
then
crazy
where-
though? Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say where I work, they're like, you're coming in, right?
Well, especially like a place like Home Depot. They're gonna need you're gonna be out of snow shovels. You're gonna
We
be out
don't
of all
have
that
that stuff anyway.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
we
you don't?
no, we've been out of snow shovels and ice melt for weeks.
Oh wow.
Oh Lord.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
speaking
because
of
technically it's almost spring, so like you guys have
Yeah.
to start rotating
I know.
to your
and
summer stock.
we
right?
like quit selling spring stuff. It was like it was there one day and then it was gone, and now
Gone.
we're setting summer stuff. We've got
Wow.
patio furniture everywhere.
Yeah.
We're like, what the heck?
we just missed an entire season.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So.
Speaking of work, Jer, it was your first day serving today, man.
Yeah.
Boy, moving on up in the world. Yeah. Big boy job. There we go.
he
Yeah.
did so good.
Yeah, how'd it
This
go,
one,
man?
this one stiffed me over here.
Oh yeah, she came in the in a section.
I tipped you way more than I should have.
Wow.
Hey, well, then you paid me too, and I appreciate it.
I tipped him more
That's
than
right.
20%.
Your money is also going to Steven.
See?
Yeah. Tip
Okay.
pool?
To pool.
That's actually who she wanted it to go towards.
No, it was cool. It was different. So they had me limited at 3 tables, which they did to L as well. So
Have you had any run-ins with just incredibly dumb people yet?
not okay. So I remember that martini.
He's like, yeah, his mom.
That martini order. She so when she was sitting in the corner and I was at the opposite side because there's no one sitting on that side, and she like, wait. I was like, okay. I was like, okay. And then I went over there and she goes, can I get a pomegranate martini? And I was like, yeah, would you like gin or vodka? And then she said vodka. And then I was like, oh, would you like it on the rocks or up? Is that what she said?
Yep, very good.
And then she said, up. And then I was like, okay. And then I was walking away. She goes, I tried making that discreet. I was like, who are we hiding this from? It is a table of adults. Who are we hiding this from? No one's near you.
And
So I was
how
like-
is it discreet when you carry the alcoholic beverage?
Yeah,
to our
as I'm
table?
putting it down, like,
a bright red
You're like,
martini.
don't tell anyone.
Yeah.
I put it into go cup. I was like, okay, that was weird. And then,
Did you ID her? Was she like? Of
oh,
age?
she looked of age.
Okay,
She
okay.
definitely did.
Yeah.
That's like I just gotta be consistent on IDs because I know if Mike or Travis sometimes,
yeah.
or if any 3 of them, they're like, oh,
Yeah,
did you
yeah.
ID them? What's their birthday? I'd be like, I don't even look at the days right now because if I think I told you this, if their birth year starts with the 1, then they're 21
good.
because
Yeah.
it's 2021. So I don't even look at the days. I haven't seen a 2001
Yeah,
yet.
there's supposed to be a whole other thing. You're supposed to look at like you're supposed to know all that marks, like the little watermarks and stuff like that. But
I'm gonna be honest.
you can usually tell if it's real when you just pick. it
I
up.
don't have one, and I won't say who does. I have friends that have fake
Yeah.
IDs. No one catches them, so it's like,
Yeah. They just look at the date.
Yeah.
But speaking of dumb people, I got one in your section because I was
Really?
running food for you today. Yeah, I told you about it at work. I think this guy. I put down.
Oh, that's
handed all
right.
the food out. As I'm handing the food out, this guy holds up his plate.
the square one.
Plate, like just his plate. And he was like, "So what's this for?" And I was like, I had to compose myself because my smart ass, I'm like just like
Yeah.
racing. Like I could
Oh,
say
yeah.
so much right now. I
Yeah.
could just like
To
like,
plate.
like you mean
To
the,
eat off
the
of?
plate, you dolt. Like what? Like what? Do you, like, I'm like, so I was like, you can eat off it if you want to. He goes, oh,
Oh, okay.
like this was like news to him.
Oh my gosh.
was
What,
like-
what is wrong with people?
It was the one that. It was the table that I showed the bulgogi steak to. Remember?
Oh,
who-
that I was joking around
Yeah,
with?
it's that
Oh,
guy.
That
bless
guy.
his heart.
That guy. I mean, he seemed nice enough. It was
Yeah, oh,
an innocent.
yeah.
I thought he was messing with me.
Uh-huh.
Like he
But
was
he
like,
was
"What's
like-
this for?" And I was like, "You can eat off it.
Like, yo, is he serious
Like it's
right
a
now?
plate."
Oh my god.
Like,
So-
that's okay. We're starting something new with Shanks. All you do is you take it and just smash it on the floor
Right?
and just say, "Opa."
Take a selfie with it first.
yeah,
And then
yeah, yeah.
Oh my
Make sure the
gosh.
Instagram's rolling.
Yeah.
Elevate for the brand.
I gave 2 cups, so I was walking 2 cups back, and Jack puts his hand out.
Yeah.
And I give them to him, and they were slippery, and he just breaks them. And then for some reason, because everyone thought I was the new guy, he somehow convinced them that I broke it. I was like, and not like in
Are
a
you
serious
serious?
way, not like a serious way. He was like, "Oh, Jared did that," but like everyone's like, "Oh, it's okay, Jared. I broke some glasses too." I was like,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Jack broke that.
Yeah.
Jack didn't even say that I broke it. He just didn't move
No.
or say anything.
Jack be sneaky. Jack
Mike,
be quick.
even Mike was like, Mike was
gonna
like
say
on my butt about it, and I was like, "Oh my god, I didn't break that. What's going on here?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Wow, that was weird."
Yeah, you're gonna be the
You
new guy
little-
thing.
Oh yeah, you're gonna be the guy that everybody blames.
Everyone.
Yeah.
So
That's the new
Jeremy
guy.
no, Lauren, that's your table. I didn't do that. That is your table. And she's like, nope, not my table.
Oh yeah,
God.
she's I love her to death.
Oh,
man.
I love
She
Lauren to
is-
death, but she
uh,
is something else. So.
Well, she's great. She's
Oh,
like
yeah.
I love working with her.
Oh, yeah.
She's particular about a couple things. That's all.
Big time, yeah.
Like super particular. But she knows it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So
It adds to the greatness of the Beef Jenkins
there you go.
of the Queen Labifa.
Queen Labifa.
It worked. Work jokes. It is.
Yeah,
Sorry.
inside
PF
jokes.
Chang stuff.
Yeah,
You wouldn't get it. It's okay.
You should have been there.
I
That's
don't,
the
I don't
worst.
get it either.
Yeah,
no,
you get.
okay.
You guys are.
I'm
They
over here. I'm like,
gotta
I'm
work
lucky
there.
because I never was a server. I mean, I worked at Dairy Queen, which was bad enough, but I
Yeah.
was never a server. I don't envy your.
That was her
guys'.
first job.
I was.
Really, that was
Damn.
mine
Hey,
too.
I
hey,
can,
do the
hey.
I
swirl.
can still do the little
Can you-
curly
Oh
Q on
yeah,
ice cream.
I do it like
it
I hate
upside down?
myself,
Yeah.
but like, have you ever gone to a froyo
Oh,
and
yeah.
like you
Oh,
turn
yeah.
the top and you go, damn it.
I do, and I still do the whole up down,
Yeah.
up down.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
That's
Or
You
right.
just don't lose
so
it.
actually, one of my favorite stories from Dairy Queen was I don't know how your guys' shop was, but I worked at the one right over here off of Tut and Powers.
Oh, okay, so I was Space Center Village.
Okay, yeah.
Down by
Is that
Peterson
owned by
Air
Bell
Force
Brands
Base.
Ranch or?
I don't know.
Okay,
But
well.
I don't remember the guy's name that owned it, but it was him and his daughter.
Oh, okay. then it
I'm a
wasn't the same
lot
people.
older than you guys, too, so
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, so I was there, and so one thing that happened a lot at Dairy Queen, at least my Dairy Queen, is if we got too busy, the machine started getting a little
Oh
overrun.
no.
So the soft serve got really, really, really watery because all they do is they pump air into it, and that's what makes it
Yeah.
soft serve. Besides their special recipe, whatever. Anyway, so I was serving, and there was this little girl there with her mom. And I bring it out and I set it down. She's like, "Oh, you got to do the thing." I was like, "It was a blizzard." I was
Oh,
like,
no.
Turn it upside down.
I was like, "It's gonna spill."
Oh, no.
She's like, "But," and like you could see it in this little girl's eyes. Like she's like, "I want to see the thing. Like that's so cool." And I was like,
Make me a balloon clown.
"All just splat." My apron gets it. The machine gets it. The spoons
Oh,
get
my
it.
God.
Hey.
All over the counter. And I'm like, "I'll go make another one."
Corporate would have been proud, buddy. Corporate would have been
So you
proud.
you just gotta
so
hold it and just
funny.
go. All right, there you go.
Give
it the windmill
I did,
dunk
I
style.
did the most dainty little like that, and it just went.
There was I saw
hilarious.
this video where this guy he got a blizzard and he's driving off in his car and he goes, "Oh, they didn't do it," and he does it in his car and it just goes in his car and he goes, "Oh, maybe that's why." It's so good.
Oh man.
Do you want to hear another funny story from my youth, real quick?
Better be quick.
Okay. Oh, it's not that quick, but we'll do. So she used to work at a bar down
Yeah.
in Fillmore. It's a come and go now,
Oh.
and it was like a pool bar, like a
It
bar
was
in
called
a
the Corner Pocket.
corner pocket.
Oh, that's a great pool bar name.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
a bunch of pool tables, and they had these computers, and I could play games on them and like puzzles and everything, like
This kid.
Yeah.
poker.
Yeah. I love those
And
things growing up.
I played a game where you like slide. I think it was like you slide these
No, you had
pieces.
to match pieces.
Oh, there
Okay.
it is.
And he matched the pieces to reveal the really pretty naked lady.
It's corrupted from a young age.
Set up booze.
As like
Yeah.
as a 7-year-old. So
Don't boom out.
Yeah.
My first one was I accidentally found a German newspaper clipping.
oh no.
I told you mine.
They
on this
have they
before.
just have topless ladies in their,
Oh, they
in
do.
their
Yeah.
stuff.
It's
Yeah.
like a
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
It's like the third page. You flip it over and there's a
I
news.
remember seeing like a cologne ad, and there was just a naked lady, and I was like, I'd buy that cologne.
Well, like
I was 14. I was like,
Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines music video.
Oh, yeah,
how they're
I
all
was-
just topless in there.
Emily Ratajkowski. Whatever. Ratajkowski.
Yeah, I read it.
Oh, yeah.
Something. So
Yeah, she's a
fun,
handsome
little,
woman.
fun little story of seven-year-old Jer.
Yeah.
I already said mine. It was Amanda Pete. I've said that on this before. Amanda Pete at your house in Germany.
Oh,
Whole
okay.
9 yards.
Oh yeah, that's such a good spot too.
Yep.
Nothing
Nothing
finer
better
than a
than
naked lady holding a
gun.
gun. Such a good
That's
movie.
funny.
Yeah.
So, alrighty. Well, we're at that time again where we have to reset the cameras, go do our thing, and maybe set up for more stuff later on.
You know it.
Yeah.
So
I got a nice
love you
little
guys.
clip of you singing at the end of the last one there, Jay.
yes.
I didn't know if you saw it yet. You were kind of singing to yourself. Got the
was
whole
it?
thing in there.
Well, I'm sure it sounded great.
Oh, you look great.
Alrighty, we'll be right back.
All right.
We'll see you guys
Yep.
on the flip side.
Oh God, that burger is so good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Actually, pleasantly surprised.
know why it's leaving a really weird aftertaste.
Really?
And we're back. So in our off time, we had many good conversations that you'll never hear.
About one or two.
Nope.
So
Not enough coins
but
for that.
To start it back off, two podcasts ago now, I think we talked about showing Steve here Whiplash.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Have you guys seen that?
I know. I haven't seen it in full, but I know what it is, and I've seen a lot of the
okay.
scenes and everything.
Well, we highly recommend you do it. It's a very intense
It's
movie
so
if you
good.
haven't seen it.
Since you don't know, Miss Ray, it's about a aspiring jazz drum
Yeah.
student,
Okay.
and he gets accepted to a top tier without giving anything away too much. He gets accepted to a top tier. What does they call it? A stage band or studio band? Studio.
Studio.
Well, no, for his school.
For his school. So
Yeah.
they go to compete jazz and everything, and it's played by J.K. Simmons, who's
That's
like,
who I was thinking of.
bring me Spider-Man, like that
Yeah.
guy. And he won an Oscar for his
so
part.
tense.
He is so intense, but like just what a character.
Oh yeah.
It was
time.
amazing. It absolutely blew
Yeah.
my mind. Like it's a movie I've been wanting to watch forever. When he heard that I had, and he was like, "We're watching it," and I was like,
Yeah,
"All right,
if you guys
fine."
haven't
It's
seen
like,
it
I
yet,
want to see it.
Watch it.
Insane.
It is so intense. It like your heart is just beating the whole time, and it's just a movie about like playing drums, but just the
Yeah.
way J.K. Simmons and then Miles Teller has a great job too. He's
Yeah.
the main guy. Yeah, it was really good. Check it out.
The reason I like
I've been
it so
thinking about it
much
ever since.
is because I had a teacher like that in high school. I won't name names because I think he's a good guy and I don't want to get him in trouble. But I dated his niece,
Yeah.
and I didn't know she was his niece, and I wish she would have given me the heads up about it.
This is a good
Because
one.
what happened was
Yeah.
I was walking out of the band room carrying my guitar, doing my thing, getting ready to leave. I put my guitar down and I'm like going through one of the band lockers, and he comes up to me and goes, "Hey, Purcell, can I speak to you for a minute?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" So he pulls me aside. This man holds me up by my neck and lifts. So like I was like on my tiptoes,
Getting choked out
kind of getting choked in school, like
by a faculty member.
by a
Yeah.
faculty
Yeah.
member.
Yeah.
And he's like, "I heard you're dating my niece. You do anything to her, I will you up."
Oh, my
And he let me
gosh.
go and walked away.
Yeah.
I was like,
Like, okay.
I don't know how to tell you this. It's not
I don't
you,
like
it's not
band
you, it's me.
anymore.
We need to take some distance.
a little poo came out.
Did Jeremy tell you about his dating experience with his tattoo artist niece?
I think I did tell you guys this, didn't I?
You mentioned
You
that
you might have
dated your
briefly mentioned
tattoo
it.
artist.
Oh,
niece.
Is
we
there,
did
is there,
not
is there
date.
more to? Is there
We
more?
did not
They
date.
cuddled one time.
Oh.
We totally busted them, Tegan and I did. We came home. Oh my gosh, that would be a fun story to tell.
Oh god.
Tell it.
Tell it.
So-
Okay.
I have a better, more embarrassing story.
Do it. Do it.
Oh,
Shush.
This is the embarrassing Jer story.
Again, can't emphasize this
Okay.
enough. This was his idea.
Does this
Yes,
endanger my
we were
career?
like- so actually, this is what happened here.
No.
Okay.
Okay, good.
So I was sitting here playing video games because Jer was still at work. We had already had the most of the stuff set up, and I'm just like, do. Steve walks in and goes, "Hey, is it okay if Jer's mom's on the podcast?" And I thought he was pulling a crank on me. It's like,
He stared at me for a solid 3 seconds. He's like,
I'm like, are you like you
mean,
can
yeah.
see the wheels turning? Like,
Yeah.
are you serious?
I'm like, can we hook up a fourth mic? Is that possible? He's like,
That's
yeah.
easy.
I was like, okay,
I'm
cool.
like,
There
okay.
you go.
And I walked out. And shut the door.
All right, are you ready for
Yes,
this?
go.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
please.
want.
I don't know
want,
this story.
I
I don't
want
know.
to preface this by saying I'm a single woman.
Okay.
I was married for almost 19 years.
Okay. Congrats.
So I was very
on that, I
young.
guess.
Well, no, not.
No, I don't know why. That was,
Getting a divorce was probably the best thing I've ever
oh,
done.
I
Anyhow,
lived through my mom's. I know.
You know what it is, don't you?
No,
Do you-
I
okay.
still don't.
All right. So I never got a chance to sow my wild oats because I was 18 when I met his dad.
yeah.
19.
Can I
when-
interrupt real
yes,
quick?
of course.
Jeremy, remember what I said on the last piece of like when you were talking about your girl, how everybody
Yes.
needs a hoe phase?
Yes. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's
So
fair.
no, you're good. Okay. So
I know where this is going.
okay. So
Oh, this is cool.
I had entirely too much to drink one night, and my gentleman friend came and picked me up. from-
I drove with him,
Wait.
by the way.
No. Yes. Well, no. Okay. So what had happened was He came and picked me up. We drove back to our house, picked Jeremy up, drove back to my car, and Jeremy drove my car home. Well,
let me preface this. They are home
wait.
a good 30 hold on, they're home a good 30 minutes before me because I wanted Dutch and I went and got Dutch Bros.
Got it.
Okay. So, I'm a single woman and I'm not bad looking and I'm a little okay, so Jeremy ended up Snapchatting his friend that night saying that his worst nightmare had come true. Because Jeremy may or may not have heard some things that he didn't necessarily want to hear.
I walked by, so the hallway to
Okay,
my
we don't
room.
need details.
No, I know, we're fine. The hallway to my room goes by
You
her
have
door.
to pass my bedroom door.
So I go.
I would have been on the couch.
I'm here. Okay, I'm leaving. Bye. And then I slam my door shut and I go, oh my God.
He like
I
Snapchatted
Snapchat and I was
his
like,
friend.
I want to die. Like, I hated my life. It was,
Is it possible to make yourself forget?
yeah. Can you
Now,
abort your 18-year-old
Hey,
child
How
right
hard do you
now?
have to punch yourself in the
Hey, they
temple
were
to
just
lose
hanging-
5 minutes of
Knock
memory?
myself
Hey,
out.
Jeremy, they were just hanging some pictures on
They
right,
were, that's right.
exactly.
I know.
Violently.
Just rearranging the bed.
Oh, God.
So, okay, but it gets better. I didn't know that he Snapchatted his friend until his friend told me.
Oh, my
no.
God. I never wanted to hurt someone until he
Which
said
was
this.
so embarrassing for myself even, but I'm like, whatever, like Jeremy knows that somebody loves his mom, right?
Oh,
so,
yeah, sure.
a couple weeks go by. I go to work one day, and have you guys ever gotten dressed in the morning and then like around lunchtime, you're like, I'm just not comfortable in what I'm wearing. I just want to change my
Yeah,
clothes.
sure.
That was me. I wanted to change my clothes. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to run home for lunch really quick, change my clothes, and come back to work.
I checked Life 360 and she was not at the house.
So
Nowhere
I
near
go
it.
home. I like drive home and with a quickness because I've only got an hour. So I drive home and I like go running to the door, and I hope nobody is a thief that listens to this podcast, but we never lock our door ever. So I go running to the door and it literally is like hitting a brick wall. The door's locked. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, why is the door locked? And then the dogs are barking and I'm like, why are the dogs barking? Like they're always in Jeremy's room. So I unlock the door and I hear something and I'm like, oh my gosh. So I'm like, shushing the dogs and I'm like quietly walking to my room, right? And I heard like a female and I'm like, holy crap. Okay. So I quietly get to my room. I open the door, I close it, and I'm like, oh my God, I gotta hurry, and I gotta get the hell out of here. So I changed my clothes really quick and I'm standing at my bedroom door and I'm like doing the countdown, like 3, 2, 1, quietly open the door. And as soon as I open the door, here comes Jeremy and this girl, and I'm all, hey, bud. And he goes, hey, Mom.
How much of that did you hear? All of it.
So
Enough to know you need to do some stretching there, Jer.
I'm embarrassed for him at this point because
Yeah.
sorry, bud. She
She's
was not cute.
She was not a looker.
She was a
not
total,
a looker.
like,
I'm okay with that.
total, like,
Taking grenades in his bedroom.
this
That's one of
was
those
a
reset your
confidence-
timers.
This
Any
was a
part
confidence.
in a storm?
This was a confidence boosting grenade for sure. So,
I don't know.
so I like
On her part.
I go walking down the stairs to go back to work, and I'm trying to get out of there with a quickness
Yeah,
at this point because
yeah.
I'm embarrassed, he's embarrassed, and
yeah.
this
It's just
chick is
uncomfortable.
probably embarrassed, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean,
I
look at
go,
her face.
I like go walking down the stairs, and I said, "Hope you wear condoms." And I went running out the door, right?
Yeah.
So I get in my car and I'm driving away and I see him walking her outside, and he ended up texting me a few minutes later, and I apologize for the swear word, but he's like, God damn it, Mom. He texted me. I said, all I have to say are 3 words to you. And he goes, what? I said, we are even.
Oh, yeah, there we go. So you guys, these are roommates. That's all.
Exactly.
God.
I tell people all the time, I'm like, I live with my 2 roommates and 2 dogs.
There you go.
They don't need to know
I've
they're my
lived with
kids.
many roommates. The go-to move, Jer, for if you just literally like, you just, like, accidentally like drop something that's not gonna break. Just make noise.
Hang a sock on the front door
God.
next time.
Oh
Something.
my God.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
Oh, no.
So yeah, the
that was
one
fun.
day, the one day I went home to change my clothes. I've never done that before, but that one day,
Good.
That's hilarious.
yeah, he was embarrassed.
Jer, again, great choice on the first guest.
Right.
Appreciate you.
It's a good choice.
Yeah,
She's
you bring
got
a lot
stories
to the
to tell.
table.
She's got stories to tell.
Oh, yeah.
God.
Well, everybody had those moments. Let's be completely
Oh yeah,
honest.
for sure. It's
I never in a million years dreamt that I would have these kind of stories with my son, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Going
It's,
to.
Here
You're
we
a
are.
parent.
Here we are.
Yeah,
it's
and-
nice when kids get older though, for real.
It is.
Like
It
when
really
I was
is.
about Jerry's age, that's when you really start like. I started being able to swear in front of my mom,
Yeah.
and eventually got to be like we're just kind
You
of messing
have
around. Like obviously I
you
respect her
have
and
a
listen to her.
pair on you, my friend. I still don't like cussing in front of your mom.
Well, yeah, I know because she's not afraid to hit you, but I know her patterns. I can leave.
You know she's southpaw, right?
Dude, one
Stance.
time we were alone the dishwasher.
Yeah.
Right, it was just me and her.
Yeah.
And I'm taking out glasses, whatnot. She's doing. I forget. I said some smart ass remark.
Yeah.
And she goes to hit me, and I knew it was coming because I said something. I was like, and I'm like, it's coming, it's coming.
yeah.
And I saw her out of the corner of my eye, and I flinch,
Yeah.
right? And I dodge her, and I'm like, oh, like what's up, mom? So she winds up again. I'm like, I got this, and I go.
Oh.
We had just recently got granite countertops,
Oh no.
so I try to dodge.
Oh no.
I flash white. Next thing I know, I'm like on the ceiling.
Yeah.
And my mom's like kind of like half concerned, half laughing her ass off, like over me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, like I look and it's like already like a tennis ball.
Yeah.
On my head, I'm
Oh,
split.
no.
She's like, all right, come on. Veronica lives behind the house. She's a nurse. Let's go. I'm like, okay.
So one of the best moments of my young life, I will never forget this. We were in this restaurant in Germany. One of our favorite places that we regularly it was really just a walk up the hill from our house. And we had a whole group of people there, right? I forget what the occasion was, but it was some sort of nicer occasion. And I popped off to my dad.
Oh God.
And he was sitting right next to me, right?
His dad's built like a linebacker.
Yeah.
And
There you
this,
go.
I could sense a disturbance in the force. He swung, I ducked in front of the whole table. He went right over my head, and everyone at the table was like, their attention turned to us at that exact moment. So everyone burst out laughing.
Oh, and he's like, this isn't funny.
And so he was red as hell. Like, he was embarrassed,
my
but man, did I pay for that later.
Oh my goodness.
I was-
That's so
Greatest
funny.
moments.
I was super young and I watched Dukes of Hazzard. Is that what the name of the movie is?
Uh-huh.
Duke-
Yeah,
okay.
Jessica
Yeah.
Simpson.
Yeah. So
Uh-huh.
I learned that what the middle finger is from that movie.
Oh.
He's
And
like,
I-
hey, Dad.
Yeah.
I pull up to my dad and I go, "Hey, Dad, look!" He grabs my finger, squeezes it like I've never felt before, and he goes, "And what he like said something or didn't say?"
Don't you ever
Yeah,
do
there.
that again.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh, he's going to kill him. He's
I
gonna kill him.
was on my little Lightning McQueen car. I'm like, okay, and then I just rode off.
She's sitting there like eating popcorn.
Yeah, this movie's
Yeah.
really good.
He's going to die.
Oh my god, that is so
oh,
funny.
Yeah.
Like, your mom's scary, but imagine growing up with my dad.
Oh, I mean, 10
Oh,
times worse.
screw that.
Yeah.
I love my dad, and he's a teddy bear sometimes, but when he's angry,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's
oh
definitely-
my
Oh my
lord,
He's definitely gotten more pleasant in his
Was he
retirement.
like
as far
a-
as I know, I don't know.
Was he
the
a
number.
loud angry or a quiet angry?
loud. Oh, if you
That's
do
fair.
you not see us Purcells?
That's fair.
We are a loud bunch.
Yeah, that's fair.
See how
putting
we
it
like, talk to
politely.
each other? We're just like, yeah.
We can,
Have I ever been scary? Have you ever been afraid of me?
No.
oh,
Okay.
Must be nice.
Fair enough.
Our
was
family is
never
very
afraid of
we're
I was
quiet
terrified
angry.
of my mom until I
Like
was
I
junior
feel like
year.
we're pretty quiet angry now. So we're just like if we're angry, we just go in our room and we're just
Seething.
quiet and just
Yeah.
just smoke out of our ears and
Yeah.
everything. Just
Yeah.
I'm a door slammer. I'm
Oh,
a thrower.
big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm a big like when I get really mad, I just shut up. Like I just stop talking.
Yeah.
I'm just like
that's a rare quality
I know.
for our family.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for
That's
sure.
funny.
You were saying earlier, Jerry, you can take this. You have your sports secret.
Take it away.
So I'm a NASCAR official.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like you've waved the.
So
Kind of.
it's for the AutoZone Racing weekly racing series.
Okay.
I run the show basically.
Really?
Yeah. It's at Colorado National Speedway up in Erie, Colorado, or Dacono, Colorado, which is about 80 miles south of the Colorado border. It's a 3/8 paved oval.
I didn't know we had a paved oval in Colorado.
Yeah, there's
That's
two
awesome.
actually,
Two of
but
them.
it's a NASCAR sanctioned track, and I am a NASCAR official.
That is so cool.
So
Yeah.
and Home Depot on the side.
yeah.
Well, I wish it was that way. I
Right.
wish it was. I wish Home Depot was my moonlighting thing.
All
But
right.
but yeah, so I do it every Saturday in the summertime for about 7 months.
That's
straight.
so cool.
Yeah.
That's
So-
it's awesome.
The one thing. So say there's major leagues, minor leagues, and then like AAA and like AA or something like that. So in NASCAR they have NASCAR Cup Series, Xfinity Series, and one of them is called the K&N West Series.
Nope, it's actually ARCA now.
ARCA West
Get it
Series.
straight.
Sorry,
Yeah. They just
sorry.
changed
Come
it.
on,
They
you're
just changed
embarrassing
it.
yourself. in
So
front
they
of
So-
everybody.
1 week a year they race at the track that she goes to.
You've
and
heard of
they're
Haley Deegan.
televised and everything.
No, I have
No.
not.
You've never heard of Haley Deegan?
I don't know. Like, enlighten me.
You need to educate yourself.
All right.
Get on
We
it.
got-
H-
It's
A.
HAILIEDEEGAN.
Okay, yeah, she came right up.
Younger than me.
She's 18 or 19 years old.
Yeah.
19.
19.
2001. July
Yeah.
18th.
Her
Wild.
dad is Brian Deegan. He's like a
That sounds familiar.
yes.
Wait,
He's
yeah.
motocross.
Okay, that sounds familiar
Yeah.
for whatever reason.
They're sponsored by like Monster
Racing.
and Ford and
Girl.
everything. Yeah.
Yep.
Daughter of Brian Deegan.
She's in the camping truck,
Off-road.
the Camping
World
World Truck,
Truck
Series.
Series.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
So she actually won when it was K&N. She won the K&N race at Colorado National Speedway, and I got to see it firsthand.
That's
So,
awesome.
Yeah.
so have you met her?
I have not.
No.
No.
Well, when you do, I know of an eligible bachelor in this room.
Isn't she cute? She's adorable,
Jared,
right?
Jared,
Oh, for him?
Shoot your shot, dude. No, this is taken over here.
Oh, gotcha.
We've been trying to sell him off for weeks, so he'll leave us alone.
Oh.
You know what? It sounds like you see her skin tone. It sounds like I need to go for girls like that because it's her and Belinda nowadays.
As much as she's cute and all that, and
Wait,
I'm all
who's
about the girls.
Belinda?
Oh my God! So Belinda is like my girlfriend hates that I call her this, but she is my girlfriend's like.
They
mini-
look
mini
so
me.
similar.
They-
Like,
with the masks and the glasses.
you can't ignore it.
When they're at work, it's like literally like she's
A
like
mirror
3/4
image.
size my girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
like
so funny.
how many times? Like there was one time where I was like looking over at I knew that Tanya was supposed to be there, so I'm like finishing an order and I see her. I'm like, oh, and I was about to go like mess with her in a way that I can, but like
Nobody else
no
can.
other guy should.
Yeah.
And I took like a step and I was like, nope,
Abort!
not
Abort!
her.
not her, not her.
Mission
Oh my
failed.
gosh.
Tanya was
Yeah.
sitting at the bar the other day, Jared, and
Yeah.
Belinda walks by like getting to work, and I'm
Yeah.
like making a drink. I'm like, oh hey Belinda, how you doing? She's like, I'm good, okay. And Tanya's sitting there, she's like, don't talk to her.
That's so
Come
funny.
on.
She was kidding.
Belinda
That's
was
funny.
a host at first. Now she's up to take out, and the managers and all the coworkers and like are like, "Oh, you and Belinda," and I'm just like,
There's like always that one young couple that everybody in the restaurant like tries to push
Yeah.
together,
Oh, yeah.
but like
It used to be-
stay
it
on
used
the
to be me
corners
and
of all. It's like
Morgan.
we're like just like a Fortnite ring.
yeah. Everyone tried getting me and Morgan together, but like that Morgan.
Oh,
Gatlin.
the other one.
Yeah.
Okay, the other hostess.
No, I'm passing on Morgan. She's too tall for me.
Yeah, you don't want to go on tiptoes.
And they're big
Oh, come on,
Jesus
you don't wanna
lovers,
climb
which
the
isn't a
mountain?
bad thing. That'd be pretty cool. So,
That's funny.
yeah.
Haley and Belinda look pretty
Okay.
similar.
All right.
So
That dark skin.
that's
olive
why.
skin tone,
That's
dark
why I
hair,
was
yeah.
like saying that.
There you
So
go.
Yeah,
So that's
I
cool.
should get you guys tickets this summer for the
I would-
racetrack.
that'd be cool.
Absolutely love
It's
to.
super
So
cool.
Yeah.
I'm Steve. Probably you guys probably don't know this, but like my biggest thing, like if there was any other dream I could pursue in my life, it'd be some sort of motorsport driver,
Yeah.
mainly rally. I am a huge
Okay.
rally.
Rally's so cool.
Yeah.
My lame claim to fame as far as video games goes, I actually took 9th in the world in Dirt Rally 2.
Wow.
Yeah, he's got the whole cage.
Like
Yeah,
I've
that's
got
true.
this
Oh,
driving
wow.
setup, VR headset, all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I love doing that stuff. So as soon as you're like, I'm NASCAR, I'm like, could you get me on that track?
They do
Right?
street drags.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to build a car, but I spend money on.
You don't need. You
musical
can use
equipment.
your car.
You could use a street car and just go around the track
It's
for
called.
once.
So
use that
it's
Volt.
called
you
Circle
go.
Drags,
It's actually pretty
and
quick.
I know.
what is the guy's name?
Who runs it?
Yeah, Willie P. Is it Willie P?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
Willie P. You've heard
Oh,
of
Will-
Willie P?
No.
He's,
That
he's
guy.
a DJ.
Oh, we go way back.
Yeah, he's a DJ up in Denver.
Oh really?
For KBPI.
Oh,
So he actually hosts our circle drags.
Oh, cool.
When we have fans. We didn't have fans last year, so it was kind of terrible. But
Did you guys have to like postpone or cancel any races or no?
well, we didn't start until I think it was July. It was after the 4th of July. No,
Oh, okay, so we
right
were
at
already
the 4th
at-
of
4th
July.
of July was when you guys started. Yeah.
So we had a
Yeah.
little bit of opening already at that point.
Yeah, so but we didn't have any fans. It was all racers and their crews. So
And they Facebook lived the
yeah,
races,
we
but
did Facebook Live
So-
all the races and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
So
maybe you know. I could Google it, but maybe you know off the top of your head.
Mm-hmm.
So for people here in Colorado who know, you might know what this is. But if you're not from Colorado, just south of Colorado Springs is Pikes Peak International Raceway, right?
you want to know a fun fact?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was the second official employee on the books there.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Why did they shut that place down?
They didn't shut it down, so it still functions, but they don't have they don't have circle track racing there anymore. Really, honestly, they do a lot of like the road course stuff in there. They have like the Good Guys classic car shows in there, the Rumble and the Rockies in there. But the interchange on the interstate, the state of Colorado is not willing to do anything with that, and it makes it really hard for those big haulers to get on and off the interstate. So because of that, NASCAR, ARCA, Busch, whatever series it was at the time. I mean, we had IRL. I met Buddy Lazier, which is like a huge
Didn't
deal.
they used to do Cup Series stuff there?
Yep, they did the Busch Racing
I
Series.
think the last one was 2002.
Oh, I don't even know.
I think that was the
year.
last one. So
But yeah, so
Should be in second
it's-
official. That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
really, the state just kind of did it in.
the state is kind of what.
So
screwed
if
it
they
up
just
for
overhauled
everybody.
that would.
If they
Potentially.
if they did something different with that interchange on the interstate, the overpass and stuff, they probably could gain some kind of publicity to get it back to where it was.
I mean, it was a full. Like this thing is not a small oval. I'm not talking
No,
like
it's
a
a
dirt
mile.
track.
It was
Oh, it's
called the
full?
Magnificent Mile.
It's a full blown NASCAR. Like I said, they used to
Yep.
do Cup stuff there.
So my dad's company that he retired from actually paved that track. My mom was the first official employee on the books.
Wow.
And then I was the second employee.
So this
on
is
the
kind of
books.
funny though. One of the guys I work with, his, I think it's his brother-in-law, or whatever, was the caregiver to the ex-owner owning families, like one of the originator or one of the originator's sons
Oh, okay.
of NASCAR. Like, so he has this huge in with pretty much anything NASCAR.
The France family.
Yeah, the France. Thank you. I couldn't think of
There
it.
you go.
And it's a really cool story how he got it. So this guy was ex-Air Force, got out for, I think, medical reasons or whatever. And he was just looking for stuff to get him through until he could find a permanent gig. And he was looking through the newspaper one day, and they said they needed somebody who was around his age, who was not an idiot and could, but not a nurse. Like he's literally somebody who could just be in accompany
Yeah.
an old man with Alzheimer's.
Aw.
And so he called out. They ended up really liking him, and they ended up getting really, really, really close to him, to the point where the Fran's kids consider him almost a brother.
Wow.
So he was around these guys and has been around these guys forever. So pretty much
That's
anything
awesome.
NASCAR, like he, because of that, they ended up making him like the official who verifies, I believe, like all the cars setups. Like he was in charge of that.
a tech official.
Yeah, tech, like, but the top guy, he would go
Yeah.
and make sure all the guys were making sure everything was good to go with these NASCARs.
That's awesome.
And he just got it from an ad in the newspaper.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Now I know how you feel when me and Jeremy talk about sports.
yeah. Remember how you said you wanted to go around the track?
Mm-hmm.
So at PPIR they do what is it called now? What's the driving experience now? Do they still do that?
So
Rusty
there's
Wallace?
the Rusty Wallace driving experience. They do it at PPIR and at CNS.
Oh, do they?
Uh-huh.
Basically, they give you.
You can pay
There you go.
to put on a driver's suit and
Yep.
get into a 700 horsepower NASCAR replica car.
Take it
and
around.
I know. I think Bill Burr did that. I was listening to one of his
Yes,
podcasts.
I think he
So
did.
you
Yeah.
can do that in Vegas too.
You
One thing
can
that
he did
I
in
with
Vegas.
actually,
the Richard Petty driving experience
Yeah, it
because I
is.
worked for them too.
Jeez.
she knows everything.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you've probably heard of this then. One thing that a couple of my coworkers and I wanted to do that never actually came to fruition, that I still definitely want to do, and it's a bucket list item, and maybe we can talk about that offline, is have you heard of the 24 Hours of Lemons?
Yes,
Yeah.
Le Mans.
Yeah, Le Mans.
Le Mans.
Le Mans.
No, lemons.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Yeah,
So
like lemon
it's
cars.
a play on Le Mans.
Yeah.
Okay.
What it is it's 2 12-hour days of driving, and the stipulation, like the only stipulation, and at least it was when we were doing it. They probably changed. They might have changed it now because this was a couple years ago. But you could only spend $500 on your car. So it was a clunker.
Yeah, big time.
And like you had to push, pull, drag this thing
Yeah.
across the freaking finish line. But if you finish, odds are if you finished, period, you won because nobody else finished with you.
yeah.
But Other than safety equipment in the car, you can only spend a total of $500 on this thing.
Huh.
So but that doesn't include they require full cage, they require full fire suit,
5-point harness, all that
5-point
stuff.
harness, everything. So that alone is probably around $2,500 to $3,000 to do.
Yeah.
But the car cannot be over $500, and they check it. I'm not joking. They will run the VIN. They will do everything.
It's like that show on Motor
VIN
Trend. That's Roadkill.
Yeah, she's speaking my language.
Yeah, I know.
I watch Roadkill, Dirt
as well.
Every Day, Hot Rod
There
Garage.
you go.
Might as well be Greek.
See, this is what I like.
Right?
I know.
All right, so
I
since
don't
we're-
know. I mean, I know football and stuff, but when they start talking about basketball and stuff, it's a foreign language to me too.
Right.
So we're on the same level.
Yeah, so
There
you
you
might
go.
like this. One of my buddies, Norm, he bought an RX-8,
Oh,
and he's
yeah.
doing an LS swap on this
Oh
thing.
Lord.
And it's a lot of fun. I want an LS swap of Miata because that thing would just
Miatas?
be stupid. You're talking
Yeah.
400 horsepower in a car that weighs like 1,500 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
I will die. I will die. Anyway,
Anyway,
awesome.
before we have to wrap it up, I just found this out today, which I had no idea, but we could probably watch it tonight. South Park's got a vaccination special.
Really?
It's South Park spelled with a Q, like the whole QAnon thing.
God.
Oh,
South
really?
Park vaccination special.
Oh, how funny.
It was apparently it debuted last night, but it's going to go straight to HBO Max, and usually
Yeah.
with that it's 24 hours,
Yeah.
so it should be on there right now.
cool. We might have to watch that after this.
Oh yeah,
I also wanted to say I went to. Have you heard of the Roadhouse movie theater yet?
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse Cinemas.
Roadhouse.
So you have? No? Okay. Basically, it combines dine-in eating, but a movie theater. Obviously, movie theaters are probably dying right now, but it's they're dead. So we went there
Unless
2 days
you're
ago.
a hedge fund ruiner.
There you go.
Anyway.
And we sat down. We have a whole menu. You get a note card and a pen. We start off with appetizers. You press a little button, and then it calls the server, who he's a server for the whole movie theater. He came over. He crouches just so he doesn't block anyone's view, and he either asks us what we want or we just write on the note card and give it to him.
So it's like drive-in 2.0.
It legit is just a dine-in movie theater.
And you said they had heated seats, right?
They had heated seats,
I would be
recliners.
Oh, so wait,
It would be
you're
a
getting
waste
out
of
of your
money
car.
for me.
I thought it was like you're in your car the whole time.
No.
a
This is like a
theater.
full-on theater
yeah.
with a server, and we tipped him and everything.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it was
They
so
have
cool.
one in Denver.
Yeah, we have something similar, kind of like that. We call them Imagine. That's
Oh,
Imagine. That's,
see, it was my first time, so I thought it was.
we don't have the button and everything, but you
It was
do. You can order food and then they bring it to you and stuff
Huh.
like that.
But
That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
like he was saying they had heated seats and
Yeah,
stuff.
heated
I'm like
seats, that's new.
I'm the worst movie watcher in the world.
Oh, really?
The worst. I might make it through the opening credits before I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh my god! The
It's
funny part,
awful.
my buddy and his girlfriend forgot their masks, being irresponsible.
oh
$4 a piece to buy some new ones.
That's a racket, dude.
Oh my god! They're like $8 for 2 masks. I was like,
How
And
do you
then
not
you've
have one
got
though handy?
Well, it's a
at this
movie
point?
that's what I
theater.
thought too. I
Like
was
a
like,
year into
I
a
was like,
pandemic,
come
you
on,
think
I
you'd
was
have a mask
It's,
laying around?
it's a
Come
movie
on.
theater though, right? Like you go to the AMC or whatever that's
Uh-huh.
over, or Cinemark that's over here. It's like, all right, that's like half a liter cola that's gonna cost you $15. You're like,
$82 for your popcorn,
Oh my
your
God.
junior
The
mints,
ticket-
and your soda.
yeah, the tickets are less than one drink at these
Yeah,
places.
It's crazy.
Well, they got to make money somehow, right?
right?
Yeah,
Somehow.
yeah, because they ain't doing it from the movies
Tell,
themselves.
tell your friends next time, just go to the Home Depot and grab some masks because we
my
give them
God.
out for free.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we do
Yeah.
at Chang's too.
I ordered black masks on because they look so sleek. So I ordered 100 of them on Amazon.
Oh, you're going to let me have
Good
some?
Lord, 100? Why do you need a? All right, so hold on.
They're
It's gonna
ju-
go
they're
away. It's gonna go away
disposable.
with the heat in April, just like last year, dude.
Maybe.
They're disposable.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have to use one a day.
Yeah, true.
So, I forgot what I was gonna say. I had something in my head, and now
you're
it
like,
is
oh,
just gone.
That
it is,
gone.
That
It is
happens.
gone like my hopes of ever.
Gone like the liquid in the glass.
Welcome
Yeah.
to old age.
I'm only 26. Come on.
Oh, gosh, you're young still. You guys
Yeah.
are so young.
I feel
20,
old.
20, 20.
Really?
Yeah,
I
when
got
when
an
I'm
old
talking to your
soul.
son who's never seen The Hangover before, I really just
He makes us feel old.
You've
I do.
never
Really does.
seen
No.
The Hangover?
Thank
Love-
you.
I love making
Thank
them feel
you.
old.
We own it.
I don't watch it.
you.
Oh
Oh,
my
it's
God.
in your.
I
We're
love making them
watching-
feel old.
We're
It's
watching
hilarious.
The Hangover.
Why?
Yep.
You know what else makes me feel old? When I got guys that are working with me now
Yeah.
who learned about 9/11 in a history book.
Oh, I hate
Yeah, when
that.
Jared was 3 months old.
I was.
He was 8 months
8
old.
months
8 months
old.
old.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
have memories of that day.
I do
yeah.
too.
I'm sure I know you do for
Yeah,
sure.
it was a bad day.
It was bad.
Well, because
Alrighty, we got to wrap up.
Yep.
do we?
Yep,
Yeah.
we
At
got
the
to
time,
go.
So-
it is what it is.
Like
we might
we're,
actually need to
we're
restart the
done.
Done.
We might
done.
need to restart the cameras for the outro.
Yeah, we probably should.
Oh
Actually.
Lord, really?
Yeah, we
Alrighty.
probably should.
Or we could just go bye, and that's it.
Yeah, let's come back for a second.
Okay.
we'll come
I'm
back.
having a good time.
Okay.
Okay.
It is a good
Literally,
time.
like, this is the first time we've ever had 3 camera breaks.
Yeah, well, 4 mouths,
Yeah.
more to
You
say.
gotta share the
More
time.
to say.
So anyway, apparently Jeremy's mom's a badass. So she's met Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, Dale Earnhardt.
She said, "Name a NASCAR
Name a
driver."
NASCAR driver, but-
I've met him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So true story.
Jeff Gordon,
Yep.
Jimmy Johnson,
Yep.
Oh my god.
Elliot
know more-
Sadler.
No, he was not. I mean, he's like.
I just know
12.
him because I had the M&M peanut car when I was a kid, and I knew that he drove
okay.
that car.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the only reason.
oh yeah, well did you?
I need to get Steven into NASCAR. I need to.
Oh,
I'm gonna.
2 years ago, I went to the NASCAR race in Phoenix, and I was up in Kurt Busch's pit box.
Oh,
There you go.
Okay.
I have pictures
He's
of that.
he's like killing it right now too, isn't he?
Not Kyle Busch.
Oh, not Kyle.
Kurt,
Nobody
there's Kurt.
likes.
Oh yeah, that's right. Kyle.
Nobody likes Kyle Busch.
Nobody likes Kyle.
Nobody likes Kyle
Why?
I think that's why I like him.
because he's an ass.
So there's a clip. There's a clip of him.
I mean, if I'm gonna put it bluntly, there's times. Sorry, there's times. There was one time he did an interview and he was like, "I'm just here so I don't get fined," and he's like drinking his water. I'm just here so I don't
Like
Oh, he
get
did a
Marshawn
fined.
Marshawn
Lynch,
Lynch.
yeah.
He
Oh,
pulled
yeah,
old
totally
in beast
did.
mode.
So
Yeah.
you remember how you looked up Haley Deegan and the trucks were there, the Pro Truck Series or
Yep.
whatever. So he was racing in one of those, and someone bumped him. He didn't like that.
This is Kyle.
Yep, Kyle turns him in the wall. It's in the middle of a caution flag. That's a big no-no.
Okay.
Just turns him right in the wall.
Yeah.
So
And
then
like,
they put a head. What was that? Head. What is that called?
Bounty.
A bounty. Yes,
yeah.
they put a bounty.
Essentially-
Kyle
essentially.
Larson put a bounty out on him, and
Wow.
yeah, it's crazy.
How
Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't sound like an illegal. It
It's
doesn't sound
it's
illegal.
totally
It's
like
just like wreck 'em.
Yeah, like he.
It was just like as I was like, we're doing this right. Like,
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
we're.
It's kind of
we're
like
doing-
so going to sports where these guys know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like hockey. I'm guessing.
Yeah.
where
Right.
Yeah.
like
you
if
have
someone
that
chip
one
shots
guy-
your teammate. you're
Yeah,
like,
you got the
okay.
one guy who's
Well, you have the one guy that literally his whole job is to go
The
mess up that
assassinator.
dude.
Darren McCarty.
Oh my God.
He was doing blow in the locker room and going knocking guys' skulls off.
on my older sister's senior season of club soccer.
Oh, she was the worst. Oh
They
my
literally,
gosh.
our coach would be like, "All right, you see 26, go take her out." She go take him out, get a yellow card, she gets taken off.
Yep,
And that was
their
it.
job.
That was
That's their
it.
job. They're enforcers. Yeah.
It was bad though because she had some real aggression problems.
A little bit, a little bit. Yeah.
She's a redhead. She had a temper.
And no
Redheads.
soul,
And
unfortunately.
there it is. Yeah.
None
soul.
whatsoever.
unfortunate.
She
It's the
stole
worst.
every soul she was near.
Freaks of nature. Freaks of nature. The law.
Right? Golly.
We were talking about how Jake showed me Whiplash, right?
Yeah,
I'd never seen. I just started The Walking Dead.
that's right. You did.
Never
So-
seen that before.
I'm gonna say this real quick. The kind of inside joke with The Walking Dead is, when did you give up?
Yeah.
on The
Yeah.
Walking
Yeah.
Dead?
That's all I've heard. I'm only like 3 seasons in.
But you could still like it. Like you could
Yeah.
still, you know.
Well, it's just
The first season's great. The second season's meh. The third season's meh. And then it just drops from there.
Really?
There was a point, though, where I was caught up on the comics.
Oh.
I legitimately read all the way to the point where, like, the new comics were coming out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the comics are so much better.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to ask you: is there any because everybody's like, "Hey, you got to watch this.
Yeah.
You got to watch that.
Yeah.
You got to stream this. You got to finish it." What is there like something that you guys like have on hold on your like? Because The Walking Dead's pretty much been like, yeah, I'll get to it.
Yeah.
And now I'm getting to it. And is there anyone like that for you guys?
Oh, so this Alexa girl, big history person. So I
Mm-hmm.
said, "Oh, Man in the High Castle, I think you'd really love it. Let's watch together, right?"
Yeah, I've seen a
So we
few
watched the
episodes.
first 2 episodes, and we haven't watched the third one since. And this was like 2 weeks ago because she's just been so busy since then. So
Mm-hmm.
then I'm like, I really want to watch episode 3, but I don't want
Season
to.
1 of Man in the High Castle is the whole show is actually pretty good. Even
Yeah.
but you could tell they ended it a little early
Yeah.
because the interest was waning in it. Another one that's really, really good for the first season, and I don't really recommend watching it past the first season as much as it sucks. Have you seen Westworld?
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah.
No.
Westworld.
Wow.
Do you know the premise?
No.
So it's like it's an unset time in the future.
Yeah.
There's this basically it's an amusement park, but you go in and you can't tell that they're called hosts.
Yeah.
They're all like very, very advanced robots. They're just played by human people.
Oh.
Like they don't look any different from humans.
Okay.
But they can't hurt you, but you can kill them. You can have sex with them. You can go on
Whoa.
adventures. Everything's real. You can't get hurt. You have to pay a bunch of money. You get all these like amazing, like old school Western weapons, outfits. and you start off in the center of town. What do they call it? What's the minute? It's not called Westworld. Like the town. It's like
I don't remember.
Tumbleweed or something.
Yeah.
It's basically Red Dead Redemption.
It's like Red Dead, but it's like
Oh.
super rich people in the future can go in there.
So
So when the hosts die,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, they clean them all up, fix them back up, patch them back up,
Yeah.
wipe their memory, put them back out next day,
Oh.
and they don't remember a thing
it sounds like
until
yeah, that's where the whole story
one
starts.
starts remembering.
it sounds like have you ever seen the Purges, where like the rich people in the Purges will like get people off the streets and then hunt them for sport on
Yeah.
the Purge
Yeah.
night? So it
Yeah.
sounds kind of
Well,
like
it's
that,
like that
but you can
with robots,
and like
then-
you can do a lot more. And
The
everything.
first Purge stunk. It was like
They're
it set,
not
up this
great.
it set up this amazing premise.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like the first 20 minutes, I'm like, dude, let's go.
This
And then
is
it turned
great.
into we're trapped in the house. Like, okay, sweet.
Typical
Like, what happened
horror
to the world?
movie. Yeah, exactly. I just saw. Have you seen the trailers for Chaos Walking? It just came out. So it's this new planet. It has new settlers from Earth and everything, and they were in cryo sleep. And
What's
all
this
that.
on?
It was released in theaters, but I don't know if it's on any shows.
it's a
or
movie?
Yeah, this is the movie I just saw the other day, and it has Tom Holland, Spider-Man, and Daisy Ridley, who plays Ray.
Yep,
and
right,
yeah,
yep.
so this planet has an aura around it, and it allows the men's thoughts to be seen and heard constantly. So like if
sounds
That's a
like a
terrible
terrible
idea.
planet.
I know it's awful, right? The men hate it, but the women are totally fine. Their thoughts can be kept within. They don't have to risk about people knowing what they're thinking. And this Daisy Ridley is from another ship, and then they are trying to make contact with this planet, and they try landing on it, and bad stuff happens, whatever. So she's like she's what's the word, stranded, I guess, on the planet,
Marooned.
And then Tom Holland finds her, and then they have this whole thing about how to control your noise, is what they call it, control your thoughts.
Oh.
Of because it's kind of cool. So there's Tom Holland's chasing Daisy Ridley, and then in front of him you see like a hazy image of him tackling her because he's thinking of catching up to her and stuff like that.
Okay, you sold me. I'm
Honestly,
in.
because he wants to control his noise, so he goes, "I'm Todd Hewitt," in his mind because he doesn't want people to know what he's thinking. It's pretty. I liked it, but it went through so many rewrites, and it was filmed like 3 years ago.
Yeah.
That a lot of people don't like it because they think it's messy and there's a lot of weird stuff that doesn't.
Okay.
But I enjoyed
But you get
it.
the concept. Like,
yeah, you get the
Yeah, like
concept,
the
and it has a lot of
execution got
potential
apart.
that it could have a reboot.
Gotcha.
In so many years, so that's pretty cool.
Do you got anything you're waiting on?
I'm waiting for Ozark to come out.
Ozark.
She's a
They're-
big
Yeah,
Ozark fan.
I've only
Yeah.
seen a couple episodes. I liked the few
Oh my
episodes I've
gosh.
seen, but
Never seen that one.
Season 4 can't get here soon enough. And then I just got done binge watching Bridgerton.
oh
she-
yeah,
Yeah.
you're good girls.
I'm excited
was-
for Peaky Blinders.
Oh,
I've heard
I've seen,
about
like,
it,
the
but I
first
You haven't
haven't.
seen that?
No.
Watch it. Started out on BBC. It's another thing. Like, have you seen Black Mirror?
No. I don't watch a whole lot of TV.
I've only seen a few.
All right. So first off,
It's like the Twilight Zone. Just
Okay.
modern.
Essentially, yeah.
Black Mirror is cool because every episode is related to each other, but it's not a continuation of the story.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a different story set in the same universe.
There's one, I won't spoil it, but there's one episode of Black Mirror where each person has like a red arrow and a green arrow. And so there's a thing where this grandkid gets something from grandma and he goes, "Oh, thanks, grandma." And then he presses the green arrow on her shirt. And then it's like a like, but on their
Oh.
shirt. So someone got bumped into it and they're like, "Oh, are you kidding me?" Red arrow. And then it progresses about
Well,
how
Okay.
there's
the
another one
effect of
where
It's just
that
slightly
alters our reality.
unrealistic, but
Yeah.
also it's I can kind of see that happening.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
like the Twilight Zone. It's the
Yeah.
same.
Okay.
No,
same
there was
thing.
one too where one of the ones that messed me up was you had a social system, right? Where it was like Facebook or whatever. However, it rated you throughout your life
Oh, yeah.
and what you did.
Oh.
So everyone was super like, "Hey, how's your day? You having such a good day?
Yeah.
That was the
Thank
one with
you.
Bryce Dallas
like
Howard in it,
you.
I think.
You're really cool."
Yeah.
Because it
Super
would
fake.
give you a social rating, and if your social rating was bad enough, you couldn't even get a job.
Oh, wow.
What is that on Netflix?
Yeah, Black
Yeah,
Mirror.
Black
They
Mirror.
took
Okay.
it over. And then Peaky Blinders is another really, really good one. It's like Boardwalk Empire. I've never seen but from people who have seen it, and then they're like, "Oh, it's like a British version of Boardwalk Empire."
Yeah.
Where everybody knows American mobsters. They know
Yeah.
New York mobsters.
Right.
They're talking about turn of the century, Industrial Revolution.
Yeah, Irish.
No, English
English.
mobsters.
Uh,
These guys were Reagan horse races or selling booze illegally.
They kept razor blades in their cap.
Oh.
That's
in the back of their cap, and if they took it off and hit you with it, it would
slice you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
it's a great show.
wow.
Really good show.
Did
I
you
really recommend
Did you
it.
watch Black Mirror Bandersnatch?
Oh yeah, I loved it.
That was-
a lot of people hated it, but I
So
loved it.
That one you could pick your.
It was
options.
a choose your own
Netflix.
adventure.
It's like
On
a choose your own
Netflix.
adventure,
Oh.
but
Give you options,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
can choose it.
Oh.
and I
alter the
found so
story.
many. I spent like 4 hours doing it. I found almost every.
Yeah, you get like
Yeah.
all the different endings and whatnot.
It was
So
a really
cool.
cool concept.
It's so
Yeah.
That's
cool.
awesome.
Yep.
So, you got anything else?
Well, I mean, I usually just end on some good news. I mean, unless you guys got
What's
anything
some
else
good
that
news?
you guys got to get out.
I don't think.
I got good news. There's a good something that
Oh,
came out.
let's hear it.
So remember that Fukushima nuclear disaster,
Yeah.
the power plant that melted down with
Yeah.
the earthquake that happened underneath the sea.
Yeah.
So they ordered an evacuation, but two men stayed behind, and they realized that nobody was coming back to feed their pets.
Oh.
So they stay in the city still 10 years later after, still in the exclusion zone. They realized that like nobody was coming back, so they opened up all the because it's a relatively small town. They got cows and chickens and stuff,
Yeah.
so they let everything out, cut all the ropes for all the dogs, and they just kind of stay there in the city and like walk around and feed people's dogs.
That's cool.
Still doing it.
I like
10 years
that.
later. 10 years
That's
later.
so cool.
Yeah, and they're older too because they're like, okay, well, chances of me getting cancer are
Yeah.
higher. Like, I'll
Yeah.
do this kind of thing.
Well, that's actually one of the cool things about Fukushima was a lot of the people who went in to try to prevent the catastrophe. Because what happened is when the nuclear plant melted down, it actually has a containment structure.
Yeah.
However, water was leaking
It
into it,
flooded.
and the
It was the
nuclear
earthquake.
material actually decomposed the water. So
Oh,
like it was
God.
releasing hydrogen or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what caused the explosion was
Yep.
that ignited in the roof of the building.
Oh.
So I'm a huge guy of
They-
like disasters
Yeah,
and stuff.
they did everything right at Fukushima. Like
Right.
Chernobyl
For the
was
most part.
Chernobyl was like man-made error.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
Soviets being like, well, we
Dumb.
know everything. You know?
Yeah.
But anyway, so after all of that, so also I'm a big like disaster guy.
Yeah.
Like I know a lot about
Big hurricane guy over here.
Big-
no,
Love me a good
I'm not
hurricane.
joking. If there's like nuclear disaster, plane crashes,
All over
I'm
it.
obsessed with that stuff. Anyway, the people who went in to do the cleanup and start what they did is they it's the same thing they did with Chernobyl, but they put heat sinks underneath it to keep the nuclear material from seeping through and contaminating groundwater. So they had to cool it. Like, I'm not joking, 1,000 or so or more people over the age of like 50, 60 years old who were nearing the end of their lifespans anyway volunteered
Yep.
to go in there and do these things because
Yep.
they're like,
Wow.
hey,
Like senior
if I get
citizens
cancer, it's probably already coming.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
And so they were out there like building this stuff
Yeah.
Good Lord.
and doing this.
They're like, I don't want my 30-year-old grandkid or 20-year-old grandkid to be the one going in there.
Yeah.
Talk about
That's
amazing.
awesome.
I'm like 70 years old. Like, what do I gotta do?
That's admirable.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
Crazy.
yeah. Anyway, I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah.
I mean, we're probably pushing over an hour and 15.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It was a
So-
good. It was a good pod.
Yeah, this is cool.
I mean, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that I'm gonna be snowed in. So if he's up
Hey,
there, I'll
might
be in
as
the
well.
lab. I'll be
Might
in the
as
lab
well.
just clicking away.
Hey, there you go.
Thank
Yeah,
you so
if you
much
could even-
again
No,
for
thanks for coming,
having
Miss
me.
Ray. We
Yeah, this is
appreciate
cool.
it.
I hope you
Yeah,
guys awesome.
yeah. I like having guests on. It was
Oh
fun.
yeah,
That
you
was
gave us
cool.
some beautiful, beautiful
Oh, yeah.
stories.
ammunition.
Oh
and-
yeah.
Yay.
We almost
Again,
liked you. I think
your
we liked you
idea,
more
my
than
friend.
Jer.
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
Hey Jared, we're gonna postpone a week.
Yeah.
I'll give you my number.
Okay.
Alrighty, we love you guys.
All
I'm
right.
Jay
Thank you.
Abersell on Instagram.
That's Stevie B with 2 Y's on Instagram.
Jeremy_M on Instagram.
And do you have an Instagram?
I do. I don't.
She doesn't really use
Yeah,
it.
that's fine.
It's like
Okay.
it's Ray.
Have you found his OnlyFans page yet?
Oh,
Is that how you're paying rent? Mm-hmm. All right, cool. Whatever.
Hey.
You do you, man.
Yeah.
make money while you still have the looks, man.
Exactly.
Is it?
Anyway, we're 2 Blockheads. Blockheads 2 on Twitter, 2 Blockheads on everything else, mainly YouTube. We will actually be putting out some content on Spotify and stuff because we're a podcast.
Yep.
But we
Get
wanted to
over
make
there,
sure we had
audio
some
only.
stuff underneath us before we actually started doing
I
that.
think
get
I'm
our-
gonna make a
get our
little
legs.
TikTok, huh? I can make a TikTok
Oh.
for us. That's the new.
TikTok and
That's
Well,
the
actually,
new
that's a huge
thing.
thing.
features on the OnlyFans.
Also, I'm
too.
going to talk up my band real quick. Music video's out the 26th.
Yep.
Please, if you're watching this,
Ute
watch
pass,
that.
Ute pass,
We
UT.
did a lot of work on that. Shot it here. We love you guys. Have a good night or day, wherever it is. See
Yeah.
you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow.
I made a
that was good.
TikTok
Oh, yeah.
of me dancing at work.
Holy